Goodbye YouTube, how's it going everybody? Got for y'all today my very first ever Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Some of you guys might have seen Ryland's side of our battle on his channel. I'll leave a link to that somewhere in the video or down in the description. Also, as you can tell from the quality, I did indeed get my capture card, which is awesome because now I can bring you guys good quality Wi-Fi battles as well as gameplay of other 3DS games. And actually, I want to know how you guys have been enjoying Pokemon X and Y. Personally, I love the graphics, love the animations, especially the new move animations, which are awesome. So yeah, just leave how you guys have been enjoying the game down in the comment section below. With that, also, these teams are not serious like whatsoever, because me and Ryland have no serious teams. Also, the levels are set to 50 because 6Gen Wi-Fi doesn't have 100 levels set, so don't be too disappointed by that, I guess. I mean, I can understand if you don't want to watch it. But yeah, anyways, with that, I don't really think I have to say anything about team preview. Just fun teams, fun mons, and let's get this started. Alright, I really like that opening challenging screen. Alright, so Ryland's going to be leading off with this Lucario. I'm going to be leading off with my Drapion. I know he most likely is just going to go straight up and Mega Evolve. Unfortunately, none of my moves can damage Lucario like whatsoever. I think my only offensive move was Night Slash, and then Poison Jab doesn't affect Lucario, so I decided just to go for Layer Toxic Spikes as he ends up mega evolving and going for the Aura Sphere, which does a huge amount of damage. Thankfully, I'm able to live, allowing me to get up that one layer of Toxic Spikes, which means I will be able to have a bit of an advantage in this battle by being able to wear down his Pokemon every turn. As he knocks me out with the second Aura Sphere, I am now going to be able to get a free switch into my Blaziken, and because Blaziken can indeed learn Protect, and I know that he might be fearing that, what I'm going to do is predict him to switch out, and I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, as he does end up fearing the Protect, possibly, or maybe thinking I would be faster than him. I'm going to be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Blaziken, and then go for the Flare Blitz and get off a huge amount of damage on this Talonflame. Like, literally, this is an easy 2-hit KO, which is really surprising, especially due to the fact that I'm actually a timid nature, and the reason why I'm timid is because that's the kind of Torchic I got from the mystery event. If it would have been up to me, I would have been adamant. But yeah, knowing that Blaziken could easily just sweep through his team, I decided to switch out because this was supposed to be a fun battle. I don't want to sweep him. This is our first 6Gen Wi-Fi battle, so I'll make the safe switch into my Tyrantrum as I'm able to take the Brave Bird. I'm then going to be able to take the Steel Wing and then knock him out with the Rock Slide. And just let me say right now, the animation for Brave Bird is so awesome. That is literally my new favorite move animation from this gen. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to be able to knock out Talonflame with a Rock Slide, which is really great. On the downside though, he now gets a free switch back into his Lucario, which is a giant ass threat to my team, because literally nothing switches into any move that this thing wants to go for. So I really have no choice but to fodder off my Tyrantrum, which sucks because I really want to use Tyrantrum some more. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon this generation. And now I can get a free switch into my Blaziken, and hoping that he would think I have the Protect, I'm actually going to stay in and go for the Sky Uppercut. I was about to say High Jump Kick, but I'm going to go for the Sky Uppercut. Unfortunately though, Lucario is faster than my Blaziken, and my biggest threat to his team is now gone, while he still has his biggest threat to my team, and this is what I get for being a nice guy. So I'm going to bring in my Gengar, allowing me to now scare him out, and I end up going for the safe Shadow Ball on the off chance that he did want to stay and I outsped him. I could possibly knock him out with the Shadow Ball, although I highly doubt it. Either way, he did end up switching out into his Absol, which is perfectly fine by me. Unfortunately though, Shadow Ball does practically nothing due to the fact that it is resisted, but thanks to the fact that I do have that one layer of Toxic Spikes, I do get off about 35% of damage on the Absol, and then I make a risky play by switching out into my Chestnut. Reason being is that if he had Pursuit, he would have been able to easily knock me out. And thankfully for me, I guess he doesn't have it, or he didn't go for it, but he does reveal to have the Sucker Punch. And I know that Absol do learn Psycho Cut from level up, but I know that my Chestnut should be able to easily take the hit. So what I'm going to do is stay in and go for the Power Up Punch, and Riley knows this, so he ends up making the safe play by bringing in his Florges, I think is what it's called. I'm not really too sure about that, but Power Up Punch does practically nothing due to the fact that it is resisted by fairy types. Obviously, I do not want to take a Moonblast, so what I'm going to do is make the safe switch into my Snorlax, knowing that I will be able to easily take any special hit that he wants to go for, as he does end up going for the Moonblast. Moonblast. this does a whole lot more damage than I thought it would do. Then again, Florges does have an amazing special attack stat. But either way, I will be able to take another one, and I'm just going to go straight for the body slam. If he brings in the Lucario, then I do have a 30% chance to paralyze him, and Riley knows this, so he's going to make the safe switch by bringing in his Go-Goat, which is actually going to be able to take this body slam pretty well in my opinion. And I know that Go-Goat do learn Horn Leech, and I don't want to take a physical hit when I do have a Chestnut, especially if it is a grass move. So I decided to switch directly into my Chestnut. As it turns out that he actually has Leaf Blade, which I was not expecting. As I said, I thought he would go for the Horn Leech, but either way it's resisted, so it's not going to do entirely too much damage. And thanks to that body slam damage and the toxic spikes that I did get up, this Go-Goat is severely weakened and brought down to a point where I know that a Wood Hammer will be able to take him out, also on the off chance that he did switch into his Florges. But it turns out the Go-Goat has Zap Zipper. I did not know this. If I knew this, I would have gone at least for the body slam and just... yeah, that was really dumb on my part, but this extra bit of damage he gets off with the Leaf Blade honestly does not end up being game-changing in the slightest. So he gets off another decent amount of damage with the Leaf Blade as I knock him out with the Power-Up Punch, which I guess is fine, but he can easily just bring in the Florges or the Lucario or even the Greninja, and he does end up bringing the Florges. Now, I thought that the switch onto Snorlax was too obvious, so what I did is stayed in and went for the Power-Up Punch, predicting him to bring in the Lucario, but no, Rylan does make the safe play, goes for the Moonblast, and knocks out my Chestnut, which is fine by me because now I'm going to be able to get a free switch into my Gengar, and because I do have the Stab super effective Sludge Bomb, I'm going to go straight for that. I don't really care if he wants to bring a Lucario because I think I'm faster than him, and then I can possibly knock him out with the Shadow Ball. If not, then I'm screwed, but he does end up foddering off his Florges, allowing me to knock him out as he brings back in the Absol. This turn, I really thought he would go for the Pursuit, so I make a very risky play and I stay in and I go for the Destiny Bond, but it turns out that he just goes straight for the Sucker Punch again, which automatically tells me, alright, he most likely does not have the Pursuit. So I end up switching out into my Snorlax's Death Fodder. In hindsight, what I should have done was probably stayed in and gone for the Sludge Bomb to knock him out, but that would have been really risky, especially if he had gone for the Sucker Punch, as he ends up going for the Night Slash. He gets a crit, which I highly doubt matters just because Snorlax doesn't really have the best physical defense around, and he most likely would have been able to knock me out with another Night Slash. So in the end, the crit really isn't too big of a deal as he knocks me out. At this point, I'm down to my very last Pokemon, which is Gengar, and unfortunately Absol barely lives as Toxic, so if he goes for Sucker Punch, he wins right here. If I Destiny Bond and he does Sucker Punch, then I knock him out. Luckily for me though, he didn't go for Sucker Punch. I guess maybe thinking I would go for Destiny Bond, and I'm going to be able to knock out the Absol as he brings in the Greninja. I thought I was faster than this thing, but as you're about to see, he is going to be faster than me, and he's going to knock me out with a Dark Pulse, and that is going to be the victory in Ryland's favor. And yeah, I apologize if this narration was a little bit sloppy. It's been a very, very long time since I narrated, and I kind of have to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it though. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to see more content. Also, make sure to go check out Ryland. His channel link is down in the description. And with that, guys, enjoy the rest of your night or day whenever you are watching this. And I am out of here. Later, everybody.